Lord of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
You can't do this because you.
What's up? What's up? This is another episode of Sight Beyond Sight.
I felt a magma coming here, right? Manga. Whatever fuck y'all losers call it.
This is another episode of Sight Beyond Sight.
Red hat.
We're talking about Invincible episode 4.
Cute.
I don't know what this motherfucker is on today.
I'm on some violence.
I don't know if you guys been watching it, but I think it's a pretty good show. It's fairly good with the comic book. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it with all the changes. I don't know if you want to give a summary or break it down or what.
I can't really break it down summary. I'm gonna give you what I remember. How about that?
Do it.
So, fuck, what the hell do I remember?
Exactly. This motherfucker.
I just remember, what the fuck did happen? Listen, all right. I'm going to give y'all just a quick how I feel about this shit because we don't need to go that long into this shit. Like I said, the last episode when I did talk about it, in our double part of Winter Soldier Invincible breakdown, which was an hour, surprisingly, I thought it was a good show. And I do think it is a good show. This episode wasn't shit. There was nothing that stood out. That's why dropping 3 episodes back to back
probably
isn't always the best thing. Yeah, because you gave me 3 things and then you dumbed down. And this is a Robert Kirkland thing where he does that. When you watch The Walking Dead, it was ho, 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 ho. And then it was like, now we're going to slow down. And give you more detail and more shit. And it's like, but you just gave me episodes of just fighting. Like it was literally talk for a few minutes. Oh, we got to go save Earth. Oh, we got to go do this. And then this episode, I could tell you is not memorable. Like there's things that I could joke about and say shit about, but there was nothing really that mattered. Until the kid went to like Mars, really?
Yeah.
Nothing really. Oh, and then when my nigga robot took the dude's blood. But besides that, not that much to talk about.
See, and I think that's the only issue I have with it not being like the comics, because I felt like they did in the first 3 episodes just like, we're throwing all these things at you. And then, because really what they did with the first one is they showed like a mini arc, right? In the first 3 episodes. This one is kind of like, this shouldn't have been 1 episode, because in the comic books, it's a couple things that happen until they get back to. Should I tell spoilers with the comic books? Fuck it. So the reason why it stood out to me, because obviously I'm remembering parts from the comic books. The only thing that really happened in this episode is he went on a date with his girlfriend. Then he trained for like 2 seconds in the beginning with his dad about flying and shit. And then he had that stupid little mission on Mars where he meets the Martians and all that. If you notice, it was one of those guys that his dad killed. That's like Martian Manhunter.
They have
like shape-shifting and all that shit.
Shapeshifters / the aliens that are attacking the people on Mars that live on Mars.
Yeah,
they're like the face suckers from Aliens almost.
Yeah, they're like a little hint of the not just the face suckers, but the DC characters, like the fucking octopuses that mind control you. But they're not. They explained in a thing. It's kind of like the comic books that they came there and they tried to take over, but they could actually divert them. Like they found a way to like for them not to take total control.
Yeah,
and they only get powerful. Like that's why when the humans came there, that's why they were mad at him.
Connection, yeah,
because the humans are weak. That's instead of invincible because they couldn't pierce the skin or whatever.
But that's one of the things about aliens.
In the comic books, it was a little bit more detailed than that, and it was a little bit more. That's why I was kind of upsetting just seeing like why you're going this quick. You have a full like in the comic books, there's only 144 issues.
They could do the
So
144
unless you're
episodes.
gonna do something like the Walking Dead show where you're just gonna keep making shit up to keep going, the thing is you're taking off the comic book, and then when you have something like this, he came back to Earth. So it's like that little saga, like little tiny, whatever, couple
He probably did like
issues.
3-4 issues of him being on Mars, and it made
Yeah,
it more detailed and more
yeah, and
understandable.
then now it's just half a show, and it really was half a show because half the show was again nothing, and then half the show is this. They showed what more the demon guy.
It was
That was
about
that was the beginning
basically
of the half.
all right, because we say it's nothing. It's the boring shit that you should care about because if you never read the comic, and if you have read the comic, you could care about it because you want to be nitpicky or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was the demon investigator
Mhm.
trying to figure out Mustache Dad
Man.
whatchamacallit. That's pretty much what it was. And then it was the fake Nick Fury, the white Nick Fury,
Yeah.
or the third white Nick Fury, you want to say, because he gets like beamed in like he's Raiden in a weird way.
Well, that's technology. It's not powers.
No, I know, but I figured that out after the first episode.
He's talking about Cecil.
Yeah, Cecil, because I can't remember these people's names.
Mhm.
I don't even care about the names. It's just so they boom and it's the whole Cecil's telling him like, "Yo, leave him the fuck alone." Like he's telling the demon dude, "Leave him alone." Da da da, because they're trying to run their own investigation. Like there's triple plot line
Mhm.
things gonna introvert and flip around and be this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But if you're watching it up to here, I could just honestly say we all know Army Man ain't shit.
Mhm.
I just want to let that be known. Army Man ain't shit.
What do you mean by ain't shit though? Like he's a piece of shit
He
as a
just
human
beat
being.
this nigga's moms while he was about to come in the house.
He didn't.
Not beat, but he beat.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm about
yeah.
to say like.
And then he took her to Rome and just sat there and was just like, "I'm not doing nothing until you told me you trust me."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I trust you." And he's like, let the white man deal with it.
Yeah.
And he let Cecil deal with it.
Well,
and you know,
see,
and then you see Cecil and his crew live next door. Like, yo, this nigga has super speed. I'm pretty sure he can see through shit. He's like a fake Superman.
Yeah.
So you telling me he don't know who his neighbors are?
That's not his neighbors. They were in his house.
No, they were the neighbors. The Cecil's like the dude with the glasses on the computer. They live next door. They showed that in one of the 3 episodes. I can't remember which one.
It's not true.
Yes.
It's not true.
They're not in the house. They're next door.
No.
I guarantee it.
They're not in the house. They don't live by him. In the comic books, at least.
In the comic book, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're telling me wrong.
I don't think.
But on the show, I swear they live next door.
I'm gonna rewatch it because I don't see that. But anyway, go ahead.
So, like I was saying, because I was spitting facts. Basically, they live next door, so they watching. So why my man ain't run through that door already? And if he is in the house, like he's saying, because he wants to go off the comic book, and I'll have an open mind to the shit. And I'm just like,
he's just talking shit, fucking asshole.
He just fucking, why ain't run through your basement?
One day I'm just gonna have a fucking bat near me. Punk.
So like that happened. But then we're gonna get to, I don't remember exactly what happens with the new global force or Earth senders, favors, whatever the fuck they called. The GFL, right? Oh shit, I think I got that
Okay,
right.
so basically the Teen Titans in this universe is called the Teen Team. That's what Robot and
they changed their name from the originals. Okay.
Yeah, so Teen Titans is DC. They can't take.
No, I was saying because
so
Omni-Man's crew that he killed because he's a villain.
Yeah, so they
had a
took Omni-Man's
name.
crew. Yeah, they took over
their name was like Global whatever.
Yeah, that's what the name they took
Okay,
over. They
yeah.
were Teen Team, and now they're just like, all right, we took over that. And then I guess he's gonna go up to Rexplode was talking shit, and there's the reason why. Like, I don't want to give
that's all
everything
they
away
showed them. It was just Rexplode talking to
Robot.
Beast Chick.
Yeah,
and he's saying whatever, and then the robot's like, "Yo, stop hitting on a 14-year-old," and then he gets the whole buddy and the blood.
I think she explained it how her powers work.
She did explain it, but
yeah.
he's still
Yeah, because every time she uses her powers, she gets younger, but she's not 14. She's like 30, 20, 30 something. It's just that every time she uses her power and turns into an actual man monster, she reverts to younger age and she's afraid.
A fully grown man.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird. But it gets weird in the comic book. I ain't gonna lie. But I think the reason why I like this show because I know where things go. So it's kind of like it just sucks the way they're doing it so far to me. Because again, like this episode in the comic books, it wasn't one of those like, oh my God moments. But as you've seen, and I'll go back to when they're coming back from Mars, you see one of the astronauts that the things change.
Just end it with that.
Yeah,
honestly.
the things change, and then you notice that one of the astronauts got left there. That was like a kind of big thing in the comic book
scene.
Yeah. So you know that one of the Martians took over because he wanted to leave and blah, blah, blah. So it becomes a big thing in the comic books. And that was a kind of like a surprise when you're reading it. But again, this should have been a couple episode thing. And they were just like, let's just all put it into, 15 minutes worth of storytelling. And I was like, all right,
but that's the whole shit. Like, they're not timing it right. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if it's because they probably were like one season pilot based on what your ratings views are,
yeah,
that will give you a second season, which is mostly how shows usually work.
Yeah.
There's no guaranteed long contracts really in anything entertainment.
Yeah, because if pilots fail, then that means the show's over.
So I feel like they're doing that, and then he just had to rush the shit. So we might get a lot of quick stories, a lot of quick things right now, and then go to season 2, and it might slow down. It happened on Walking Dead.
Well, I don't want the slowdown to be. See, I think that's not the thing. This is where I like the comic books, where it's fast paced, meaning things are happening. But like I was telling you in the first 3 episodes, instead of doing what they did in the comic books, which they do is like this is happening. They stop this thing from happening in this particular moment, but it comes back later in a comic. Like those alien guys, they come back first, and they don't come back until like issues later, and things happen in between that. But again, it was like episode 2 and 3 where it's just like, oh, they left. They came back. Omni-Man went into the port. It was like
I get what you're saying.
The
but
timing
those
is different.
People, the way they showed them in the last episode, like this episode that we're talking about now, with the whole suck face people.
No, I'm not talking about
I'm just saying.
I'm not
because it makes them look like because they kind of look the same, but they didn't. They looked a little different.
Yeah, because they were all green. Yeah, but still, but then if you're gonna do, my thing is this: it's because you read the Walking Dead books. He does great character building, right? And that's what I liked about the book. It was like great character building. That's where it was just like when you're not doing certain things, like I felt like, all right, I'm gonna just put one thing happening now. It kind of really diverts because you have those blue guys. They're like twin brothers, but they're clones.
They're the clone twins.
They're constant in the comic books where they keep coming back and leaving and coming back and leaving. And I felt like that's a lot of the comic. You beat the villain the one day and they come back stronger. You don't know when. And then when they come back and then you got to figure out how to defeat them. Like it's a better storytelling. So far, I like the show because I know where it's going.
But it's not.
It's interesting. But I feel like if I was just a casual, that's why I like your opinion, because if I was just a casual like watcher, I'll be like, eh.
It's not a bad show, but for an anime, and I put anime all in one bubble. So you Avatar losers, shut the hell up, because your Avatar show is based on Nickelodeon, which is trash.
I love that show. Avatar.
That's why I said shut the hell up.
Avatar is awesome.
That show's fucking trash.
It was fucking awesome.
But nah, it's not trash. It's a good show, but it's not on a tier of a Japanese anime.
Well, beats some Japanese anime, just not like
name
Naruto.
Name one right now. Name one right now.
All right. Name any unpopular Japanese anime.
Exactly. It beats some Foo Fighter shit. Some
Foo
fire
Fighters.
or the food people or the cook, the fireman anime. There's a lot of random anime.
No, he's not gonna even get into. I know what anime you're talking about. I forgot what I think it was. I know what you're talking about, but
yeah, that show.
But you only say that because you haven't watched both of them.
No, they try to tell me it's better than fucking Naruto, and I was like,
hell
ready
no.
to kick him in the fucking chest.
I would kick somebody in the chest if they said that too.
It's for me, and because I'm a cartoony person, I really hate real life people. So I think it's not bad. I'm waiting to see where it's going, to see what it is. I could kind of see, like, I already know there's a plot twist of the betrayal and shit like that, the simple shit.
Yeah.
But I felt like the story could be told a lot better. Like, it's not being told in a way that I would prefer. Like, yeah, there's the generic, oh, it's the kid and he got his powers and he's in love with a girl and he's doing this and that, and like, trying to hide his shit, but at the same time be the perfect superhero. That's why he went to Mars secondly, because it was the government's way of testing to see
if he could handle it.
Yeah, like his thing, and I get all of that, but it's like you could tell it in a better way. Like, you gave me 3 episodes, and I was just seeing a whole world, and that whole world looked like it's a world full of superheroes and superpower people. Now it's dumbing down to a few people, and that's it. Like, you didn't see Adam Eve in this episode.
Well, Adam Eve is gonna have, if they don't do it, they're stupid. But Adam Eve is a humongous character.
But I'm saying, like, there's a lot of characters that they showed in the 3 episodes.
Well, that's 3 episodes versus 1. You're doing it against though.
And it's like, all right, so now I gotta see when they might be relevant again.
No, I think she'll be relevant in the next episode. You're combating 3 episodes that are 45 minutes apiece to one 45-minute episode.
But it's hard.
Adam Eve was in it. She just wasn't a superhero in it.
Yeah, but she had a major part to her whole shit. Like, she's the reason why she got cheated on is because she was with this nigga. The reason why she flew to his house and watched him making out with the girl is because of this nigga cheating on her.
Yeah.
Like, she came off as a second protagonist besides the Pops, to be honest.
Oh, well, yeah. I want to spoiler alert, but I want him to be surprised or whatever. But anyway.
That's the whole shit. Like, that's why I was like, I get it, and it's like, I could be wrong. I know I'm wrong, probably. I don't give a fuck. I live off aggression. So I'm just saying right now, like, did I enjoy the episode? Yeah, it was a good episode. Do I think it was better and I want more? Yeah, I want more. But I understand about building. Yeah. It's just you gave me 3 episodes of quick. It was just like, nigga killed people. Then they're fighting aliens. Some aliens came back again. They're fighting them again. They kept doing all these things. And then now it's like,
girlfriend,
slow down, relationship, this, that, slow. And it's, you could have the 2 episode debut and you would have been fine.
Yeah. And then the third one we would have been excited for. Then the 4th one would have been like, oh, this one's all right. And then maybe the 5th one is.
Now you got my expectations are, I want to see some cool fighting scenes. I want to see the whole team. I want to see, like,
I'll agree with that. Yeah, because you're boasting this team that is, whatever, and you want to see some action. Like, even in the other ones, the other first 3 episodes, you didn't really see the team do that much. Like, you saw, what's her name, Duplicity, do her little thing. You saw Rexplode do some of his little things. Robot didn't really do much. Adam Eve really didn't get into her actual power set, which is fine because it was whatever. But it's just like, yeah, I do want a little bit more action scenes. It's weird because I feel like you have to find a medium. It's either I don't want to say pick it up and then you get super fast paced episodes and you're running through storylines.
It's America.
But at the same time, I don't want you to go so slow. Like, I feel like this episode was where two spots I don't want you to be. The first half is super slow and you're doing nothing but relationship bullshit. And I get in the comic books, relationship stuff in the comic books is
the whole lovey-dovey shit, yeah.
And then you do this where you could have slowed it down. The second half, you could have slowed it down. You got to I feel like you got to learn how to mix that where it's interesting. Put shit in between and make it meld better instead of half the time it's slow and then
because he went to Mars and then Mars got interesting.
Yeah,
they explained it. It was
and then it was
had a few
over.
funny parts, and then that was pretty much it.
And it was just over, and it was just like, all right, that's a little disappointing. And knowing what I know, it's a little disappointing.
It was the homeboy with a mask on because apparently he can't breathe in there, but he could eat a sandwich. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Oh no, there's a thing they didn't explain it, and this is not a big giveaway. Remember, and I think it was episode 2 or 3 where he fights Alan the alien.
Yeah,
there's a whole thing where the reason why he could go in outer space, he's not breathing in outer space. He's holding his breath, and he could hold his breath longer because he's a Viltrumite or whatever that alien's called. So he's like, he could actually hold his breath for like hours on end, or maybe even days, but he can't literally breathe. And the reason why him and Alan can talk through their mind, because I feel like it's like a telepathy thing, but only in outer space. But I don't know if it's only because Alan does it. I think Alan's more the telepath. I don't think he is.
He's not a telepath, yes.
But that's why he could try to eat his sandwich. That was a actual scene in the comic books, to be honest.
That's fine. It was a good episode in its own right.
Yeah.
It is fine. You know, some episodes gotta be lazy. We gave it a 7.5. I'm the 7 king.
I know he gives everything 7, and I'm either a 5 or an 8. Like I'm all the way up here now.
I try to be equal. I try not to be too judgmental. There's a lot of people out here that just think they know everything, and I'm not gonna do that.
Is that a shot towards me?
No, it's a shot towards everybody. You
go fuck
fat
yourself.
One that looks like a beast titan. The nigga that's Shogun Hua. Fucking everybody who I ever talked to in my life.
And apparently he knows everything, so that's why he's talking shit.
I don't know everything. I try to be equal.
That's not the way he talks.
I want to learn.
Anyway, we'll cut this shit.
I know. I just want to take a shot at both of them.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun to take shots. It's fucking hilarious.
Fucking beast titan. They don't throw rocks at you.
Damn it! I wish we did have an editor just like throw it out quick.
What's the beast titan?
And just put his name on there, like his whole government.
If you ever listen, you don't know what beast titan is, because I didn't really do Attack on Titan shit. I'm gonna watch like the first half because they broke it down to 2 halves to 2022. I'll do a whole review of the whole Attack on Titan. But if you want, and it's funny, just think about a fat person that's probably tall with lengthy arms and depression.
Well, not even just
with
that.
Ginger, like beardish in a way.
Think of a person that has like a square torso with thin legs and thin arms that's kind of hairy, but losing hair in all the wrong places, and he's trying to keep it.
And he just looks at you and he talks to you like, hey, there's a beast titan.
Yeah.
Just Google beast titan.
And that's
and
what
you're gonna
understand.
Like. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, that's so funny because I actually want to send this video to him. That's funny. Oh god, that is so funny. So anyway, we got this one off. I hope you enjoyed it. We're a little late this week, but spring's coming up, and you know what that means.
All right, so
you know what that means.
Let's get real into the shit real quick before the spring shit. This week is gonna be an interesting week. We're gonna let Raw be what Raw is because we know what Raw is. Then we got Wednesday, Thursday, NXT TakeOver.
That's gonna be him.
It's gonna be me on Wednesday. It's gonna be us on Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday, the usual routine.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna have some special guests.
Yes.
And we're gonna have a lot more conversation than just the show.
Yeah. So it's gonna be longer episodes for those next 2 days. The Saturday, Sunday episodes are gonna be a little longer. We're all gonna be a little twisted.
We might break up a little bit of it. We're gonna be we are because we're adults. So we do adult things.
Yeah.
But we're gonna break certain things in certain pieces. He doesn't understand what I'm saying right now.
Do adult things.
But it's gonna be a certain way. And it's gonna be fun because we're gonna review WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have wrestling talk and just talk wrestling.
Yeah.
So
look out for that.
Yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be an interesting week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be burnt out. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna see me really talk.
And then we're gonna have to like take 2 weeks off just to relax. But like, God damn these podcasts. But no, it's gonna be fun. So look out for that. We're gonna have a lot more stuff coming out this week. And again, we're gonna be try to as consistent as we can be with regular lives, regular shit happening. So yes,
we might just do a WrestleMania Saturday night YouTube live if people want to comment on the conversations. Okay. But it's not going to be the review. It's going to be the wrestling talk where we talk about, which I'll admit right now, because they probably will listen and they hear it. We're going to go into the Stone Cold Jericho and the logic that goes behind that and other wrestling conversations.
Okay.
Yes.
So there you go. Look for it, like it, subscribe, enjoy, hit the notification button so you know when we're throwing out other stuff, and follow us on all the social media you can. It's all Sight Beyond Sight, as you know. We're not going to keep putting the logo in the background. It's in the beginning of the video. So
yeah, nigga.
Peace out.
You know what it is. Let's start from the front to the back. Ha!